It's the 14th of March 2024 and this is your Solana Daily Debrief, starting with Saint Pump. I have no idea how good Saint Pump is all the time, but every time I'm looking at his tweets, he seems to be on the money. Now, still bullish on Sol and will be looking to add to his longs when 260 is broken, which was the last all-time high. So at the moment, Sol's doing very, very well. I mean, insanely well, actually. And remember, I have a price target for Sol for $800 or more. That's not financial advice, and that is actually not my opinion. Well, I guess it is my opinion, but it's my opinion that I've taken from people far more experienced than I am. Anyway, he mentioned Sol looks ready. 166 is next. That was February, and we're at $173 at the moment. So things are going really, really well. And as you can see, we're up 73% in just a couple of weeks. And this is a very big token. The Solana token is a very big market cap token. JUP is doing very, very well, 93 cents. I'll make this super clear actually, both these things, just in case someone missed a video. So firstly, with JUP, in the early days, I thought it was going to go over $1, and then the LFG launchpad looked like it was going to have delays. It did have delays, and the market was going to reply to that by obviously a downward push on the price. That was all happened. So I put a short on JUP as I had my JUP and I wanted to hedge its value. So at around 65 cents or something around that amount, I put on a short position, and then my plan was to take it off maybe when things started to reverse around 55 cents or something like that. I missed it a little bit. I was too busy with content and I was slack, I admit. I ended up taking off that short, and then I put on a long at about 78 cents. So just to be clear, I'm very, very bullish on JUP, and at present, I'm bullish on the price of JUP. The actual project of JUP, the JUP DAO, the JUP team, I've never ever not been bullish on them. But the price of a token will always correspond to news generally. And now for me, it's just up. Also with the price of Sol, in case you missed a video on that as well. At one stage, I thought there was going to be a bit of a correction. The reason why I thought that was not because I actually trade or can do good technical analysis, because I can't, but it was just because the actual USDC rates went too high. And then what happened was a big crash. It went from like 140 down to 110. And then I was like, okay, funding rates have dropped a little bit, but things are going back on. So in case you missed that video, I don't have any bearish news on the timeline in my mind, but I'm just following smarter people in this way. I'm just trying to relay it to you in a condensed form. Since JUP has launched, $34 million worth of total perp fees has been generated. I think I made a mistake the other day and I said 50. This is still a massive number, but if I did make a mistake, it's 34 million. There's a new island DAO coming. This will be in Greece from May 17th to June 14th. So if you're keen to go and build with top Solana developers, founders and teams, maybe get some sun as well, then this could be something that you want to check out. The Solana Labs Incubator, I applied for this myself and I was not one of the teams, but congrats to the teams here. And just keep in mind that if you are wanting to build something really, really cool, then put in a good pitch and start working on it now. That's all you have to do. Solana Crossroads, May 10th to 11th. This is coming up really, really soon. And this is in Turkey. This is a community event put on by Step Finance. It will be big. It will be big like Breakpoint. So try and get to this. Tully will be there. Quite a few really, really good speakers will be there. And it really helps to have more in real life events, similar to how ecosystems such as Ethereum have these things. NFT usage on Solana has exploded in February. This was always going to be the case. Cubik has a $50,000 plus matching pool. This started yesterday and it goes into the 30th of March. So if you just go to Cubik, if you're familiar with Gitcoin on Ethereum, then it's a similar kind of approach. You can go and vote for a project. You can go and give them some money, and then they will be matched, normally via some sort of algorithm, so that they get more money out of this sponsored pool. So if you like one of these particular projects, you can go check them out. As an example, I haven't looked at any of these yet, but with this, you could go and revoke a delegation from your token. Now, Famous Foxes has a tool like this as well, but maybe this is also handy. Also, I'm not sure if the meta aligns with previous cycles, but previously on Gitcoin, projects that actually made it, they ended up taking a snapshot of everyone that contributed to them, and they actually gave tokens when they launch a token, if and when they launch a token. It may happen here, it may not. Superteam DAO has put out a new video on render. They've created a video for render. Gives you a nice overview of what render is. I'm not crazy bullish on render. It may do very, very well, but it already has a massive, massive market cap. I just found it was very, very hard to use. I couldn't work it out quickly. So they have about 1,400 GPUs. So still like a decent kind of rendering farm. But I think to really, really scale and be worth billions of dollars of market cap, they would need to have 100,000 or 200,000 or more GPUs. Maybe they get to that. I'm not totally sure. Either way, check out this short little video in case you need more information on render. There's a new tool in town, and this is all about paying you for your votes. This is bribery, and this works on other chains, and it looks like it's going to be working here. So Cryptic mentions it here. It's a little bit more of a complex thing, but this is with MetaDAO. You'll probably start to see this with a lot more projects in the future. But you can trade your votes for dollars, starting with the SaberDAO Gauge votes. So if you're part of SaberDAO, or if you have some Saber tokens, this is definitely worth looking into. I know it's a little bit more complex than just buying a token that you think is going to moon, which of course everyone wants to do. It's a low effort thing. This is a little bit more effort, but not crazy effort, and worth looking into if you have some Saber or if you're interested in this sort of thing. This is what really helps crypto grow. The Degenerate Ape Academy has a cool new GIF, all in time for March Madness, the basketball season. Claynos have their party on the 4th, April 4th. Doors open 7:30 p.m. You can see down here, you have to RSVP and find event details in the Claynos Discord. Do this really, really soon, ideally today, because quite often these will be full within less than a day. Just keeping you up to date on this because I use Phantom Wallet and not Backpack. Backpack is getting a lot of rewards boosts, which is really, really cool. However, this is far more, in my opinion, a wallet for those that are already experienced and not the millions of people that I want to onboard into Solana, in which case Phantom is my recommendation. But I guess if you have enough knowledge, you know how simulation of transactions goes, and maybe you don't need as much safety that Phantom can provide, then you're welcome to go and maybe use 2 wallets and go and connect when you're using MarginFi, and you'll get a little bit of a boost. And then after that, I would probably use Phantom to do most of my stuff. Personally, I'm just foregoing the points for now until everything kind of levels out and there's no real clear winner. And then it'd probably be a bit of a no-brainer to use a couple of wallets, to be honest. Another Titan ship has been sold. I imagine this was for $5 million. Once again, if it was, congratulations, but surely you got to get more than a ship for this. I feel like Star Atlas is raising money in this way, and there's some sort of equity deal or something like that, because $5 million is really crazy. If you're beta testing Magic Eden's wallet, so this is an NFT wallet. Now remember, I am the GM of Validator.com, so make sure you dollar cost average into your SOL, not financial advice, but then go and stake it. Stake it with Validator.com. It's very, very easy. All the tutorials are on the website, but in particular, Phantom Wallet, Soulflare Wallet, and Backpack, they all support this, whereas Magic Eden only works with NFTs. So this is very much a beta product, and I don't love it, to be honest, but I know that if you're all over NFTs, if NFTs are your game, then it's probably worth using this and Phantom as well, because it provides support for multiple blockchains such as Ordinals and Ethereum as example. Now, if you have to use this, you can go and claim your Emmy, which will give you future rewards, which is great. Yesterday, there was a campaign to raise $650,000 so they could put Dog with Hat on the Sphere in Las Vegas, and they met that target and they went over that target really, really quickly. The JUP Planetary Call number 4 was live yesterday. More videos will be going up to YouTube, and there's a lot of expansion happening over on their YouTube. So go and follow that YouTube. The link will be below. And back to the subject of bribing. This post goes over the fact that you can actually bribe people to vote for you. And Banx did this with a really, really cool little system where they used catnip. And so you went and voted, and then you went and voted or submitted that you voted at a different website, and it records all of those voters. And then you're going to get extra rewards in the Banx token, which is really, really cool. And you can actually see there's quite a bit of information in this. So great post here. But people actually did change their votes. As soon as this was live, they were voting for Sharky and Zeus, and they decided to go with the one that actually had a benefit to them. So for future LFG candidates, you should consider this as well. Crypto is not a game where just the best product wins. It's where economic activity and economic value have to tie into the the best product as well. There's a new feature at JUP, which is edge.jup.ag. And this is very, very cool. I'll do a tutorial probably on it on another day. But just go value average, and you can basically put money in similar to a dollar cost average, only if the price goes higher, as an example right now, Sol's pumped, it would buy less Sol. And then if the price dipped, it would buy more Sol. And it actually gets you more Sol over time, or with or whatever token you're after. The website for this is edge.jup.ag. So Edge is where all of the beta products are shipped first. Also, make sure you're subscribed to JUP. So it's just at JUP ecosystem. Just type in Jupiter, I think. JUP feature value average. You'll find this video, watch the video, and then just subscribe. Whales Market, which I've got a few tutorials on, they've just added get grass points. I really like Whales Market. So if you want to sell some of your points or maybe buy some, I mean, they've just talked about how they're creating a layer 2 solution. Maybe that makes you a little bit more bullish. But if you want to sell some, which is probably what most people want to do, then go and use this market. I've done a video on Gaimin. It's out on my YouTube now. And it's all about, well, Gaimin, but in particular, their new system to reward those people that are pumping up the algorithm with GMRX news. Basket holders enjoy returns from outside of crypto also. So Hood, you should recognize that as Robinhood stock. So it's not a crypto stock. So they've got some calls with Hood as well. And you can see they have a change in their allocation of funds. So let's have a look here. Bonk. Oh, they've gone really heavy into Bonk. Heaps of Sol. But I have a video on Basket, and I'll do more videos on Basket as soon as I can. Just really, really busy at the moment. The TLDR with Basket is go and claim your airdrop. On the 29th and 30th of this March, I will just remind you, just remind, because then it will start to expire. You'll only have a couple of days to get it if you qualified for the airdrop. If you want to know if you actually qualified, just watch a video on Basket. You can go and buy some as well, of course. But a lot of people will qualify for the airdrop, so go and claim it. And Banx will be releasing their token themselves. They didn't win a spot with JUP in the launchpad, but in March, it'll be on Meteora and the DLMM. So I'll go and do a dedicated video on this. It's going to be launching at a $5.4 million market cap, and I do like Banx. It's my job to be kind of not really biased, so I can't say that I like Banx for everything, but overall, I think this is my favorite NFT kind of platform for lending, just because it's perpetual loans. So as opposed to the common system where you do a loan for like 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, with this, the rates are much lower, but it's perpetual. And it means you can actually use it for loans as opposed to just degen. Anyway, that's all for today. Make sure you go and watch my Gaimin video. Stay curious. Catch you tomorrow.